Gaming Bolt presents 15 craziest asylums in video games that you wouldn't dare to go. Asylums are supposed to be places you can go to be healed, but these 15 games prove that to be wrong. Here are the 15 craziest asylums in video games. Mental Hospital. If a game is called Mental Hospital, then you'd better believe that it's a hospital which is going to be one of the scariest places you've ever visited. The lights rarely work, strange artifacts litter the deserted rooms, and all signs point to some terrible accident that left the asylum in this state. Maybe not the best place to visit if you actually want to be treated. Insane Asylum, Outlast. Want to have your flesh removed from your muscles? Then you're in luck. The insane asylum that serves as the setting for Outlast will let you accomplish just this. The building is falling apart, the patients roam free, and the entire place is run by an insane doctor with a love for chopping off body parts. Beacon Mental Hospital, The Evil Within. The Evil Within heavily focuses on mental unrest and the decaying mind of its protagonist, so it stands to reason that at least a part of the game would take place in a hospital, and it does. The game's hub world is an empty asylum inside of the player's mind. A permanent fog clings at your ankles as you stagger through the deserted hallways and talk to the mysterious nurse who seemingly runs the place. Asylum, Painkiller. Pentagrams. This word alone usually means trouble, but what if I told you that the asylum in Painkiller is littered with them? There's a new demonic circle in nearly every room, spitting hellspawn into your face, literally. The building is filled with the undead, and they all have a burning desire to eat people and shamble towards you slowly enough that you can blow them apart with a shotgun. Asylum, Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. Lovecraftian horror is known for playing on fear itself, so it makes sense that every location in a Cthulhu-centric game is going to imbue each area with enough tension to topple a building. The asylum is a shambling relic of the world, water dripping from the crumbling brick foundations as visions flood through your brain. Best to avoid this hospital if you can. Rutledge Asylum, American McGee's Alice. Wonderland isn't exactly the most grounded place, but Alice actually visits the twisted world to escape from her own broken reality. The asylum that she calls home is hell between four walls. Rain seems to pour in a continuous stream outside the window, the lights never stop flickering, and the staff just wander aimlessly. Asylum Tower, Psychonauts. The world of Psychonauts is zany, colorful, and imaginative beyond belief. Asylum Tower is hidden away in the corner of the game's psychic playground, but it isn't a happy place. The brains of the camp's children are sucked out of their skulls and used to power a devious machine. Think of something sinister and it probably happens here. Blackfield Asylum, Twisted Metal Black. Twisted Metal's cast is made up of insane clowns, corrupt police officers, and just pure lunatics. All of them have some connection to Blackfield Asylum, which they escape from to wage vehicular combat against each other. In short, unless you want to strap a gun to the hood of your car and battle Sweet Tooth to the death, maybe don't check yourself into this facility. DIXMOR Asylum, Manhunt 2. Manhunt 2 is not an objectively pleasant game. You walk around and brutally murder anyone that stands in your way. But DIXMOR Asylum puts this into perspective. The patients claw at the bars of their cells, the victims of failed experiments sit lifeless on their cots, and the staff are all out to get you. Don't visit this hospital unless you want to end up dead on a table. Polish Asylum, Wolfenstien: The New Order. Death's Head is a perfect personification of the insanity of the world of Wolfenstien: The New Order, and the asylum that he sends BJ Blazkowicz to mirrors all of this. The American soldier is surrounded by those whose sanity is literally slipping away between their fingers. Not to mention the constant threat of Nazi soldiers who readily blast their way through the hospital. Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum has a bit of a bad reputation, and this is for a very good reason. Every prisoner that Batman has ever put behind bars resides here, and they aren't all as cheerful as the Joker. No one would want to go to a place filled with insane clowns, crocodile men, human icicles, and devastating ninjas. SHALEBRIDGE CRADLE, Thief the Deadly Shadows. Thief the Deadly Shadows is dreary enough before you visit the SHALEBRIDGE Cradle, but this crumbling hospital paints a picture of insanity that few others can. Picking up notes left by the patients and listening to the incoherent ramblings of the inhabitants as you slink through the shadows is disheartening to say the least, terrifying to say the more. ASYLUMS 626. This, unlike a lot of entries on this list, ASYLUMS 626 actually has some patients, but they aren't exactly the friendliest bunch. Filled with chainsaw-wielding psychos, crazed doctors, and dreary rooms that harbor dark secrets in every corner, you would not enjoy your stay here. The RAKE, Return to ASYLUM. This indie horror title knows why asylums are so regularly the locals of devastatingly scary horror games. The aging white walls reflect the light of your flashlight as you sneak from room to uninhabited room. The hallways are almost pitch black, leading to an overwhelming sense of isolation. There aren't even any inhabitants to help you out even if you did get injured. Suffice to say, this facility isn't exactly fully operational. Affected, the asylum. The low ceilings, dim lighting, and maze-like structures of Affected, the asylum's titular mental ward is terrifying without the added depth of VR. The rooms are connected by claustrophobic hallways that seem to be closing in on you. This is worsened by the reality of what awaits you in each room. Listening to the demented ramblings of the asylum's inmates is scary enough without them literally jumping in your face. And that wraps it up. What are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it on Twitter and Facebook. And why not consider subscribing? We upload some really cool videos almost every day. Thank you for watching this video, and happy gaming!